Sometimes I just wish, even though that I do social media for a living, that I was not born in
the
like
time.
this type, you know, like
Yeah.
imagine no Instagram, no Facebook, more time to do more things.
Welcome everyone to Get It Girl. I'm Natasha Martinez and I'm joined by Jackie and Venus today. How are you guys doing?
Awesome. Feeling amazing today.
Yes, feeling amazing. And I mean, come on, I think we need to get right into it because this is kind of a big subject today. So a 2018 study found that the average person spends nearly 2 hours a day using social media. I honestly think it might be more, but those 2 hours amount to 5 years and 4 months of his or her lifetime, which is insane because in that time, someone could run more than 10,000 marathons or travel to the moon and back on 32 separate occasions.
Oh my God, okay.
I mean, what you could
Reality
do at that
check.
time, right? For teens, though, I'm sure we can imagine that social media time can be spent up to 9 hours every day. And so that's what today's topic is, guys. I mean, social media addiction. What do you girls think?
You are making me feel very, very guilty.
Yeah, you're like,
Santo Cristo.
how many hours do you think you spend on social media?
Okay, well, I do social media for a living, so I'm on it most of the time. You know, it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you know, Twitter, everything. So I'm very guilty, like.
So how do you deal with the hands though? Like that's what I'm realizing. Like I have to slow down and I'm timing myself on social media because of like my hands are starting to get that carpal tunnel from
I get some of it too.
My eyes are suffering, like I have to put drops in, so I'm like, okay, enough, no more. And I love when my phone updates like, this week you had 20% less on social media.
I don't even look at how much time I spend on
How many hours a day do you spend?
You know, I think I'm not I know, girl. Sometimes it's like, sometimes I have to be like, I need to put my phone in another drawer. I can't even say how many hours, but there'll be some days like if I'm uploading something on YouTube or if I'm like promoting something on Instagram and I'm checking it all day, looking at everything, and then it's like my head hurts and I just feel like lethargic and I'm like, oh, I feel like I wasted a day. But then you are doing work, right? It's like
that's what I was gonna say. But I see my daughter as well. And she's 12. And I feel like I should be trying to pay more attention to, you know, you gotta stop this. But sometimes I get caught up in so much work that I just, it's easy to, she's on the phone, you know, and it's not a good thing. Don't do that. You gotta, don't be like me.
I think it's very easy for parents, especially, to just like hand the kids, you know, an iPad or like I have a good friend, she has a young daughter and from a very, very young age was giving the iPad. I mean,
and I'm
not a parent. Who am I to say what's right or wrong? But I was like, from 1 year old, knew how to swipe the iPad, and it was a mind-blowing.
I wonder, like, how many glasses she'll go throughout her life. But you know, I was wondering, like, isn't it a difference between like when you're posting stuff on social media? It's about you. You're posting it, you're on it because you're posting. So it's like, it's a little bit more of therapeutic versus the people that are, you know, I find myself comparing myself a lot. And I'm thinking of all the young people that are doing that because I have to sit back and it's like, hey, I have my life. They have theirs, and everyone has, you know, you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, okay, but we all have the problems in our lives. You know, we all have like, and I feel like that's more of like the issue of like, you know, it becomes like an anxiety, like you go through and you see all these beautiful, especially as a girl, see all these beautiful women and you start comparing yourself and you start like finding flaws.
Yeah, and I think that if we're doing that as adults, like I can't imagine a young girl.
Exactly.
Like, it is hard. I wish that sometimes I just wish, even though that I do social media for a living, that I was not born in
the
like this type, you know, like imagine no Instagram, no Facebook, more time to do more things.
More time to travel to the moon and back on 32 separate occasions.
Seriously. You go to restaurants and then you see families, and that's one thing that I don't like. Like if I go eat with my family, I have to tell my daughters, put that away. Put it away, because then they're eating, watching, and nobody's having a conversation. It's just like, this is insane.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of like going on dates. Like you'll have this guy trying so hard to get you. And you finally say yes, you finally go on a date with him, and he's like on Instagram looking at other people. Like,
Okay, that's a big no-no.
That is a major deal breaker. Did you tell that guy off?
Of course, like
Good.
never ever again. But it's like how like you're gonna try so hard
Yes.
to get me, and then when you finally got me, you're gonna be on social media at dinner.
It's like, oh, I'm not that interesting for you.
And
to
I'll
be
be
on
like,
the phone.
you know what, no
Exactly.
worries,
So
I'll
rude.
pay for the bill. Bye.
Yeah, for sure. Now, are you happy that you were born in a time when social media came a little later in life, or?
I'm happy with the time that I was born in, because it was like, it was a little before all this. I can't imagine being a kid now with all the anxiety that comes with social media.
Yeah, no, listen, I didn't get a phone until I was like 18 years old.
I know.
And even that I'm happy
Terrible
about.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, during the time I was like, oh, Mom, I can't talk to my friends. But now I feel like it made me a better person. So now I'm thinking like, no, my kids are not getting cell phones. I mean, they're going to hate me. But
Yeah, we're gonna be the
gotta
worst
be good
moms.
parents.
I was like, I hated my mom, and now I'm like, thank God. Thank you, Mom.